Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooklyn and today I am starting my weekly vlog. It is currently Tuesday and I am currently reading, I don't have it here with me, Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. So that's what I'm currently reading. I'll go into a little bit more later about what I'm thinking and everything. But in terms of this vlog, I'm so excited because I'm going away with my sister, brother and mum. My fiance isn't coming unfortunately because he had to work. Here we go on this holiday and I'm so excited for it, and it's just going to be really nice and hopefully I get a lot of reading done. So that is where I'm taking you this week and maybe in next week's vlog as well. But the first reading vlog of the year, I'm very excited. I hope you are too, and this is going to be so much fun because I have a lot of reading plans. Just before I get on to what I'm currently reading, the book I just finished, I finished it on the 31st of December. So I quickly got this one in before the year ended, which I was so happy with. That took me to 55 books last year. And that was It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, and guys, this is one of my favorite reads of last year, even though it was on the last day. I think I read this in like 2 days. It was just beautiful. I have a review of it on my Instagram, which will be linked down below, which I'm very happy with because I was just like ecstatic when I was writing that. I loved this so much. For once, I enjoyed the main character. Usually in romance, I find little things about the main character that annoy me, especially the girl. But in this one, I loved her, even though from the start she had obviously a lot of character development to be done. But I loved her from the very beginning. She was just a breath of fresh air, like honestly. And the way this was written, the little metaphors throughout about the sea, I actually forgot to put that in my review actually, but I'm saying it now. The little quirks and little things here and there said about the sea, just like mixed in with the writing, like honestly, it was just beautiful, amazing, breathtaking. Like I want to go to this setting as well. It was set in like a small town off Seattle and I just loved everything about it. The romance was perfect. At the start I was like a bit worried that he was a bit too mean, but he was awesome. I really recommend, if you haven't read this, everyone has read it, but if you haven't read it, you need to read it because it was awesome and I loved it so much that I picked up Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey straight after. It's kind of like the sequel, kind of companion novel, I guess, because it follows her sister, Piper's sister Hannah, and another character that I won't say because I guess it's nice to read this one definitely beforehand. You need to know most of the context to understand this a lot more, but you could definitely read this by itself too. But I think I'm around halfway through this book. I have been listening to a little bit of it on audiobook and I haven't updated my pages because I've just been cleaning the house and stuff, but this has been amazing as well. Tessa Bailey, I need to read everything you have ever written. I am obsessed. I can't get enough of all of these characters. I want to be around them all the time and just the vibes I get from them, and the humor is just so good. And hopefully I will finish this today. I need to pack my bag for my holiday, so I'm going to continue listening to it then. I just took down all the Christmas decorations, so I was listening to it for quite some time because that took me so long. But yes, I'm going to go do some stuff now and I will check back in with you later and let you know how I'm going on my progress with this one. Before I go, actually, I wanted to share with you the TBR for my holiday. So my holiday is like 10 days and I am going to pack 3 physical books and my iPad, which has the Kindle app on it. So that might be a bit much, but I don't care. So this is what I'm going to hopefully read, which is just not going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. So first I want to finish this before I go, so I need to finish it tonight because we were leaving at like 5 a.m. in the morning. Next I want to read The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas because I started this. I'm on page, oh, I've bookmarked it, that's unlike me. I'm on page 67, so I've got something done, but I feel like this will just be a quick read for me to do while I'm at the beach. I'm not loving this nearly as much as the Spanish Love Deception, like at all, but hopefully I will get to this. I know I just did my January TBR, so this is kind of repetitive, but I'm just showing you all the books I want to take away with me. Then I would like to read Guild by Raven Kennedy to start this series off. Pretty sure this is the first one. I might have to check that, but I'm pretty sure it is because it's like the smallest one. So yes, hopefully. Next, this is a bit much for me to do, but I need to start Tower of Dawn in January so I can hopefully get to Kingdom of Ash in February. And yeah, so I'm gonna bring this bad boy with me. I'm gonna have no room in my suitcase. This is the issue. And then on my Kindle, I have like a few little romance books like The Intern by Marnie Marn and Zodiac Academy Shadow Princess, the 4th book. So we'll see how we go with all of that. Hello everyone, I hope you can hear me over this fan next to me, the aircon's on. But I just wanted to check in because I didn't yesterday, and I just wanted to tell you that I finished Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey and it was amazing. I'm so happy that I read that straight after it happened one summer. It was everything that I needed it to be and I gave it 5 stars. It wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't better than the first one, but it was definitely up there. I really enjoyed it and I want more from these characters. I'm sad that's it because they did like a 10-year time jump at the end, so that's pretty final for that whole series, I guess. Enjoyed it and I am excited that I finished it and I'm in the loop of what everyone else has been reading. I know I'm no longer home. I am in my holiday little apartment and I am here for about 2 weeks and there's no Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna have to go to like a cafe or something to upload the videos that I want to upload. If I want to, I'm not sure yet because I'm gonna have to find someone with really good Wi-Fi to do that and I stay there for quite some time. That's okay, there's more time to read and just to relax and get off social media for a little bit, which is, yeah, I'm excited for the holiday and I'll show you the view. It's very nice. This is the view from the balcony and it's inside. It's me, hi. So yeah, I'm very tired. It was like a 7 and a bit hour drive. So it was a long way, but it's over now and I can relax. With the aircon going, I just wanted to do a little update. Haven't got Wi-Fi yet, but it's okay. We've done lots of reading. I'm about 300 pages into Shadow Princess. I'm loving the banter between Tori and Darius and Caleb. Enjoying Tori and Orion getting to know each other a bit better because so far it's just been Darcy and Orion, but now they're finally starting to have a little bit of a relationship, which I'm loving. And the relationship between Tori and Darius is very slow burn and I absolutely love that. I'm really wanting something to happen, but nothing is really happening, so that's kind of annoying, but I also at the same time like love it so much. Hello, it's me again. I am back from my holiday and I just wanted to do kind of like a wrap up of everything that I read while I was away and in like the last week. It's been a few days since I got back and I didn't film as much as I wanted to, but I still filmed a little bit, a few updates here and there. But I ended up reading 4 books, maybe 3 books while I was away. Yeah, 3 books because I finished Hook, Line and Sinker before I left. So the first book I finished was the American Roommate Experiment, and I ended up really enjoying that. It surprised me in the second half how much I really liked it. Lucas's character, I think that was his name. It hasn't even been that long. Why do I forget these things? His character was really fun and I really enjoyed him, and I loved the connections between The Spanish Love Deception and this book. It was nice that it was its own book. Like Lena and Aaron weren't in it that much at all, so it was definitely its own book. You could read it completely separately, so it was really good. It surprised me how much I liked it because a lot of people were saying that they didn't like it, so I didn't have the biggest expectations. It ended up really surprising me, which was very nice, and I think I ended up giving it like 4 stars. It just felt like it was over in the middle, and I don't know, I just felt like the rest of the book wasn't needed. It could have been a lot shorter, but anyway, we got through it and it was fun, so that's all good. And then I ended up reading 2 audiobooks, well, listening to 2 audiobooks, as I got a Lego. As you may have seen, I did like a time lapse of it, of me doing it, of Friends of Central Perk, and I'll actually show you. Like, look how cute this is. It's in front of all of my friends' stuff, I think. Yep, Rachel's fallen over down there, oh well. But I have Phoebe coming, so once Phoebe gets here, I have completed my collection. I need to fix Rachel, but look how cute this is. I had the best time doing this. The little details of it, I just couldn't even believe it. So I had a lot of hours that I was doing that because I never do Lego, and honestly it was so relaxing, and listening to audiobooks whilst I was doing it was the best. Honestly, it was the best thing ever. I need to get more Lego. I'm trying to find the apartment Lego for Friends, but it's very expensive and sold out in a lot of places. So I need to get my hands on that, but I need to be reasonable and be like, do I really need that much Lego right now? No. But anyway, new obsessions have been formed, but it's all good. Whilst doing that, I was listening to The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. I finished that and I think I gave that 3 or 4 stars. It was okay. I don't really listen to that much non-fiction and like, I guess, self-help books, but that one had always been on my mind because I have that kind of mentality where I don't really care. So I wanted to see ways to care less, even though I already care pretty low on the scale. But I thought, you know, New Year, might read a self-help book, and it was okay. I liked the anecdotes in it. But yeah, I don't know. It was very preachy and not what I expected. So it was kind of like, oh, okay. But yeah, it was nice. It was like kind of saying how people aren't successful when they are so stressed about being successful. So I liked that mentality because I'm always stressed about what everyone else is doing and I need to just worry about myself. So yeah, that was something to read, and I read it and it was okay. And then I picked up It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, the sequel to It Ends With Us, and I gave that maybe 3 or 4 stars as well. I can't remember, I need to have a look. But that one just wasn't necessary. It could have been the epilogue in It Starts With Us. Like, you literally could have just said, this happens with Atlas, this happens with Ryle, this happens with me. Like, it did not need to be another book. And obviously there's issues with that whole series anyway. I didn't love It Ends With Us as much as everyone else did, and it annoyed me going back to see the little letters to Ellen. I really didn't like that and it made me feel weird. But nevertheless, it was okay to read. It was very quick, and it was really good to listen to something easy while I was doing my Friends Lego. So that's what I did there. And then The next books that I read was, I started Guild by Raven Kennedy, and I'm nearly finished that. I am going to finish that like right now. I have been really enjoying it. It's just that nothing's really happened. So I'm like over halfway and a few things have happened like a little, but I don't know, something is starting to happen now. But like I feel like it needs to be bigger. It's not drawing me into the story as much as a normal like fantasy book would. I can see how this is going to be a really good series and how I'm going to really love it, so I'm definitely going to continue with it. I'm not even finished the first one, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I definitely will be continuing on. And then Shadow Princess, I read a lot while I was away, but I'm still not finished. I just didn't have the time while I was away. And it is a pretty chunky book. These books are chunky and people seem to fly through them, but for some reason it takes me a long time. Like Throne of Glass, it takes me an effort to read them, but I love them and I just want to keep reading them. So I need to just do that and not like worry about stopping or anything. That's all I read while I was away. So I was pretty successful reading 3 books, and half of 2 other books. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this little reading vlog. I'm sorry if the sound was bad in some of it because I was outside next to the aircon, because my family was inside and they would have been annoying if I filmed in front of them. So I didn't do that, but yeah, I had a great holiday and I did some really good reading and I'm really excited to read some really good books this year. With that, I hope you've had a fantastic start to your new year and let me know what you read this week in the comments below. Bye!